Good morning students. Today we are going to see about the subject 20 CS 404, the database management system laboratory. So we are going to see about the lab experiments. So first experiment number 4. So database programming, implicit and explicit cursors we are going to see. So first we have to see what is cursor. So a cursor is a point to its context area. That is whenever we are going to have the values going to store in the memory, we need cursors. So example, if you are going to store a values in the data structures, we have created stack, we have created queue, and we have added values. And that values, suppose we are entering 1 and 2, 10, that values will have some indicate pointer to search the values in the memory. So that is called cursors. Here we are going to execute some statements in Dbms. So example, insert statement, select statement, whatever statement you are going to execute, at backend it will create some memory allocations. So that for that memory allocations we need some parameters to point the values in the memory. So that is called pointers and that is called cursors. So here we have two kind of cursors. One is implicit cursors, next one is explicit cursors. Okay, so that cursor is important whenever we are going to have some pointers in the context area. So if you are going to refer something, it need cursors. So likewise, data structures, here it will create some memory allocations whenever we are going to execute some queries in the background. So similarly for data structures also, here in Dbms it will create some background parameters. So that is what we are going to consider in that cursor point. So that is implicit cursor and explicit cursor. Since we have lot of queries in Dbms, that is insert query, database update query, delete query, alter query, truncate query, drop query. Every queries, whenever it execute in command statements or Dbms software, it creates some memory allocations. That memory allocations refer to the location that is called context area. So if I am referring some parameters, it has to be pointed over how we are going to pointer the values. So that pointers is called cursors. Okay, so whenever this SQL statements or programming language executes, so we need cursor points. So we have two kinds of cursors, I have said before. So first one is implicit cursor. Implicit cursors are automatically created by the Oracle software. So we are not going to create that Oracle software or database softwares. It is going to create a cursors. So whenever you are going to execute some statements, for example on the insert statement, update or delete, so whatever the queries you are going to execute, at background process it will create automatically. So programmers cannot control the implicit cursors and the information on it. So for insert operations, the cursors controls the data that need to be inserted. So we need some cursor points. So here we have 3 pointers that that is percentage found, percentage is open and not found, and another one is percentage or row count values. So like this we have different kinds of cursors. So next one, explicit server. So it is automatically created by the users. So user going to create that one. So first we will see the example. So this is a implicit cursor. So I have created tables for employee, like first I have inserted the value employee name, employee job, date, salary, and communication, and department number. I have inserted 12 rows. So first you have to create the values. So the query is select star from employee. So first you have to going to create implicit cursors. So normally how we are going to create the values, inserting, create tables and insert values. So you are going to create. So this is the program. So first you have to declare. So this is another one example. So I have created table for the salary ID, name, age, address and salary of the particular employee. I have created 6 rows. So first you have to enter the create, insert the values 1 Ramesh, age, address and salary. So likewise I have inserted 6 rows in the particular customers table. So remaining is in implicit cursors. So how we are going to declare is, so I am going to create a cursor. So whenever I am going to execute some query, I am going to create some queries. How I am going to find? So example, I have created a table and salary is, I have incremented the salary of the particular person with 500. So if how I'm going to execute that statement, and the statement I put in my database. So it just found if I not found any customers, it will return not found parameters. So if I find any customers, it will return percentage find, that is found, or it will return the row count of the particular values in the databases. So it has 3 pointers: not found, row count, and found. So if I try to do any operations in the particular databases, so example, there are list of 6 employees, I'm going to increment the salary of the particular person's 500. So if I find that values in the database, it will return the row count, that is found, how many values I have found, that will be returned. So if I have not found any values in the particular database, it will return not found. So this is the way of creating a cursor. So whenever we have executed that query, using that query we need to find some pointer values. So that is called implicit cursors. Okay. So this is the table which we have created before. So salary I have incrementing 500 plus 500. If I found salaries, I have created 6 consumers, so it will return customers select is, that is 6 customers will be selected, because we have created salary for 6 customers. So we'll see how the program get executed. So I have created the notepad. I have created the file that is implicit SQL. So declare the row values, column values. We have created 2 values. So update, I'm updating the customers. Already the table is there, I'm updating the values. So understand the meaning of cursors, how I am pointing that value. Already there is a table, there is a salary, customers, there is a salary. I'm going to update the values in the database. So I have to find the values where there is in the memory. For that I need some cursors. So that is implicit cursors. For example, okay. So I have logged into the SQL. So I have created customers for the table, ID, name, varchar, age, address, and salary. ID number, name, varchar, age, number, address. I have created this for this row. We have created the table. This is the SQL statement. Insert the values. I have inserted the values 1 Ramesh, and the ages I have created up to 6 rows I have created. So next, how we are going to execute is set server output on. You have to execute, and you have to find the path. So first I have got 2 errors. Next I am able to find the errors. So what where you have saved this file, that is implicit SQL.file. So there you have to give the particular location of the particular file. So last I have get 6 values got updated. So next, explicit cursors. So it is defaultly created by the user. So user, we have to create a particular positions or particular cursor in the memory locations. So here we have 4 parameters: declaring, opening, fetching, and closing. There we have 4 parameters. Here we have 4 parameters. That is, we have to declare the cursor, open the cursor, fetch the cursor, and close the particular cursor. So if we have to update some values in the database, so you have to declare, and we have to open the particular file in the memory, and you have to fetch the file in the particular memory, and you have to close the particular values in the memory. So you'll see the example. So this is the program. So explicit cursors, as usual, I have created table for the employee. Previous example you have seen how to create a table. Next, first one, declare. I am going to update the values. First I have declared the values. I have begin with the values, and I am opening the cursor values. I am going to fetch the values. Same operations. I am going to do some update values regarding a salary which I am going to do some update operations in the table, right? So for that I have created this explicit cursors, that is declaring, opening, fetching and closing. Okay, wait, so this is the program. First you have to declare the file and employee name, what type and what salary you are going to use, and you have to open the file and you have to fetch the file from the database, and the output is what salary you are going to fetch for a particular employee. So I have fetched the salary for Smith, Allen and what salary. Okay, so I have fetched the file from the databases, have opened the cursor and I have behind the cursor, and the salary is returned as what values we have stored in the particular memory, it will be get returned. So similarly I have to do for all the 3 employees. So first we have declared, open, fetch and closing the files. So wait 1 minute. So these are the 4 operations we have included in explicit cursors. So cursor is a point which points to the context area. So this is a memory location. When you're going to execute some SQL statements, it creates some memory locations. For that memory location we need a pointers value. So for updating or inserting or deleting the values, we need some cursors. So this is, at last you have created 6 customers updated. So that procedure is successfully